Sawadee Krap, Happy New Year, Sawadee Pimai here from Bangkok. Funkin' Pot, back with new episodes in the new year and back with another Catpisode because something interesting just happened. So for those who are watching, I'm not sure if you can see it in the background, and for those not watching, I'll describe it anyway. So I'm recording on the balcony right now, and here I'm in the 6th floor, and I have like a cat net all around the balcony, like a DIY, like I set it up myself because I couldn't find the right ready-made one, or it's just way too expensive. So I just got like a basic pet net or whatever they want, of bird's net, and just got some anchors and put it all across the balcony so that I'm a bit more relaxed when the cats play outside. I talked about this before, right? And so now I'm more relaxed. So I open the door, let them run around. Snoo's sitting right behind me now on the balcony's edge, but like still protected by the net. So it would be difficult for her she would have to take the whole net down to fall down. So I hope that doesn't happen. And usually, like, she's not even trying or anything, right? She's just like looking at the birds. And this is what happened right now. So she's sitting there, and then pigeons fly by. Unfortunately, there are lots of pigeons here, and sometimes the pigeons, they seem to realize, I'm not sure if you know what this net is or whatever, but they seem to realize, and when I'm always looking to my left, like if you're watching this right now, it's like, I apologize, but you will see why. Because sometimes it feels like they're taunting the cats. They're like, they don't know what a net is, but maybe they realize that the cats can't fly, so they're not jumping at them or whatever. So that they're like sometimes like hovering in front of the balcony, like, hey, look at me, I can fly, kind of thing. And what happened today was one pigeon came too close to the net, and in an act of stupidness, aggressiveness, or whatever, one of my cats, Snooze, the black one that you might be able to see right now in the background if she's still there, she just jumped and grabbed hold of a pigeon through the net. So first of all, hey, pigeon, you've been stupid. Like, how can you as a flying being be caught by a non-flying being that's basically trapped behind the net? Like, how stupid, how close do you have to be to that net to be caught by the cat, and how cocky do you have to be? Pigeon, I don't know what's going on in your head. Probably not much, but I was not smart. So then Snooze holds on to the pigeon, drags the pigeon basically, like the net is like loose, right? So because if it would be like all tight, it would be easy. If it's windy, the wind might take down some anchors that happened before it was too tight, or like I have some plants that if they grow, they push the net out a little bit, right? So that wouldn't work otherwise if it's too tight, basically too tight. So it's quite loose. So Snooze holds on to the pigeon, pulls her in so that the net basically moves inward, and then just pulls her down inside the balcony. So behind the railing, basically down, right? So then the pigeon is stuck. So then I saw that, and I'm like, Snooze, and I get Snooze off the pigeon. I let it go, and the pigeon, of course, is struggling for dear life. And so Snooze tried to let go and get a better hold of her. And in that moment, I grabbed Snooze and like put her inside and like locked her in the bedroom. Spooky was just next to her, like looking like, what's she doing? So Spooky was easy to get a hold of. So I then locked them both in the bedroom, while I figured out how to free that stupid pigeon. Because then the pigeon was stuck behind the net and behind the railing. So then the net, of course, like leans against the railing of the balcony, right? So I tried to pull the net back, but every time I came close to the net, the pigeon would just go crazy. So I was like, okay, I can't just pull the net back because the pigeon, of course, doesn't realize it just has to fly straight up and then just go out. Pigeon doesn't realize that, so I'm like, damn, what am I going to do? So I took the whole top of the net up and figured I just then lift up the bottom of the net so the pigeon goes out and flies around. The pigeon didn't agree with my plan and just got stuck in all the other different places where the net is anchored on just the railing and on the walls. And so the pigeon just got stuck more. So I had to tear down the whole dang net from the walls, from the anchors that I have like thoroughly installed here by now, and just had to take down the whole thing. And then the pigeon still got stuck with her feet in the net, so it pulled the net out, and then the net was like going like over the railing leaning downwards, basically hanging over the railing, and the pigeon was still hanging in there with like the feet. So I had to really like tear down the whole net so that then the net was completely loose and the pigeon could struggle free and fly away. That took like, 30, 45 minutes or something to make that happen. Yeah, but I'm kind of proud of Snooze for not taking crap from the pigeon. Like, you're taunting me? B word? All right, let me show you. So, hey, Snooze, you're here in the background, right? Don't tear down my net again, but good job. We're not taking crap from birds just because they can fly. So that's how we started the new year here with lots of action. Before this happened, this has happened out back in our balcony in Bangkok. Before this, we went on a trip. We were at the beach in Thailand for a while, and it was actually kind of cool. So, from a cat perspective, right? So it's an 8 to 10 hour drive. So we left at night, 1 a.m. or so. Check-in being 2 p.m. So we're like, I have some time. We have to take a long-tail boat to go to the beach. You can't drive there, so we drove down to the nearest town, basically to the pier, in like 10, 11 hours or so, but lots of rests in between, lots of breaks, so that also the cats can walk around. They were quite active at night, as cats sometimes are, but they're cool in the car. I talked about this before. They just walk around in the car. They have their seats. Snooze likes to sit on the very back where you put your heads, right? Your hats. Spookies likes just to chill on the back seat, usually in the middle of the back seat. Have some water there. Have some foods. Break every 2 or 3 hours. Have them walk around a little if they want, on the highway resting places, spots, like if there's some grass or something. Do their thing there, no problem. So that wasn't an issue at all. Then we had to take a long-tail boat to go to that beach town, basically, where we spent the holidays then. Also no problem, had them in the bags, of course, for that trip on a long-tail boat. On the way back, though, Snooze really wanted to look outside of him and on a long-tail boat. I'm like, okay, if you really want. The long-tail boats are really noisy. If you don't know long-tail boats are really noisy here in Thailand. I mean, generally, probably, but they're really noisy, really loud. And so usually the cats are a bit like, I'm not sure, and they just hide in the bags. Not complaining or anything, just like hide in the bags. I usually hug them on inside the bag, like, hey, everything is okay. But Snooze is like, okay, I've seen this before now 2 or 3 times. Let's just look out. And she got out of the bag and just looked into the water. And of course, when you're on a long-tail boat, right? If you know long-tail boats, you know that, but if not, so if you're on a long-tail boat, you get wet eventually. Not a lot, but you will get some splashes in your face of seawater and whatnot. And it happened, and she just like blew it off or licked it away, and then was just looking around like at the nature, enjoying the view, I guess. So that was pretty cool, actually. It was kind of nice to see that she can be on that boat now and is not scared and doesn't hide in the bag or anything, which was kind of nice. So I appreciate that. So maybe now more boat trips with the cats now. Let's see how that goes. And while we stayed there, and we took them to the beach, of course, walked around at the beaches. The nice thing in this particular area is like that the high and low tide is really, really, I don't know how to say that, strong. So in the morning when there's low tide, the water really goes far away. So it's really quiet, calm there. So it's really easy to walk with the cats, let them walk around and not scared of anything. Also, the water in this area is usually very calm, not too many crazy waves. So it's quite easy to chill with the cats there. Like while when the water is really rough, of course, the noise and the waves and everything, they don't really appreciate that. But here in this case, not many waves, quite calm. So it's really no problem to have them walk around, chill out, look around, all good. We also stayed like in a room which was on depends where you're from. In Thailand, it's the first floor. Because it would be like, it was the second floor. It's like first floor, second floor. In Germany, it would be ground floor, first floor. So we stayed in that. You had to walk some stairs up outside to go to a room, and realizing Snooze likes stairs. We lived in different places so far with stairs, and now while I saw that now also on holidays, I realized she really likes stairs. We lived in a townhouse before, where it goes like up the stairs, 3 floors. She always played in the top floor. She likes to run the stairs up and down. Here also, she just walked down the stairs, looked around the garden, chilled out there, walked the stairs up again, of course. Well, Spooky always just when I took her down, like, hey, Spooky, go for a walk with Snooze. Go down, and then she walked the stairs up again, like, I want to chill. Fair, it's holidays. And also here now, when I open in an apartment, when I open a door, both like to run outside, and Spooky just stays on the same level usually, on the same floor. Sometimes when she's like a bit crazy, she runs down 2 floors, but then 1 or 2 floors, but then usually stops and just wiggles around. Snooze always runs up. It's kind of interesting that Snooze always likes to run up here. Top floor usually, so I chase after her for like three floors. But she always makes sure that I'm catching up. So she runs up a floor, she looks down, she sees me coming, then she continues running. So it's kind of like our game, I guess. Just playing catch basically, and then walking around the rooftop area, around the pool area, and so on, and just chilling. So that's very nice. So yeah, it's been a good start into the cat year here in 2023. What did you do for New Year's? Did you take your cat somewhere? Did your cat take you somewhere? Did you have any adventures? Again, and as always, shout out, comments, social media. It's funkitpod@gmail.com or @funkitpod. And if you want to see what Spooky and Snooze have been up to, you can follow them on Instagram @SpookySnooze. SPOOKYSNOOZE. All right. That's it for now. We'll talk again soon. Until then, stay safe, take care. Have a good time. Saudi Cup.